Okay. Of course. Very important. Shoot. Let's go. I'm here just for you. All right. Thank you. Thank God that our democracy allows for this type of coverage. All right. So thanks to all of you for being here. I don't see you taping. Yeah. And put it on. And put it on because these are the true American heroes. And look what's happening to them. All right, so my name is Elvira Salazar. Thanks to all of you for being here. Representative from Florida, Miami District number 27 in Florida. And the reason why we're here is because once again, our immigration system is failing the honorable and good Americans. Our immigration system is failing people like him. This is Staff Sergeant Wilmer Trujillo. 2 tours of duty in the Middle East, one of them in Afghanistan. He is part of the Texas Reserves. He is an honorable man of the military. And why is he here with me? He's coming to Congress because he needs help. Because his wife, who was undocumented, is being detained at a detention center. So that should not be happening. Because that's why we have laws and that's why we have a process. But the problem is that the immigration laws are not fulfilling the needs and they are not giving answers to people like him. His wife of 5 years who's taking care of their son who has a medical condition is in a detention center just because she has no papers. Okay, she has no papers, but she has no criminal record. And she is married to this United States citizen who is a member of our armed services. So we need to fix this problem. And for that reason, I, Elvira Salazar, proud member of the Republican Party, wrote an immigration reform law called the Dignity Act. And if that piece of legislation were to be law today, this type of situations were not to be happening. Because we, in the dignity legislation, give the possibility of a judge, an immigration judge, to determine Arelis Trujillo's case. He is coming to Congress to ask for help, and that's why I'm here, trying to give it to him. It's impossible in the United States of America, with the largest and most powerful and best, most noble military force in the world, to be this gentleman having to go through this situation. For that reason, once again, next to the steps of the United States Congress, I am calling on my colleagues from both sides of the aisle to fix the immigration problem. We write the laws, ICE and the rest of the agencies follow it. ICE is not the culprit. The culprit is Congress, because we are not writing and fixing the laws that are on the books that do not address mixed family status like this gentleman. So we're doing the best we can. I have hope that our system always refurbishes, always comes out better when we see cases like yours. Thank you, Staff Sergeant Wilmer Trujillo. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. And I do believe, and I have faith, that the American system will give you an answer and will bring your wife back soon from that detention center, and then that's all we're asking for her to be able to be released and continue the judicial process that she was going through at the time when she was detained. Thanks again, and please, I think that you will want to say some words. Count on the Republican Party to help you.
Thank you.
I'm going to just hold this close to you because it's not working the way it should be. There we go.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. I got a statement I wrote down. My name is Staff Sergeant Wilmer Trujillo, and I am a retired combat veteran who has proudly served in the United States for 20 years. 4 active duty, 16 years in the Texas Army National Guard with tours to Korea, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Dang it. Excuse me, sorry guys.
Don't you worry. You have emotions.
Take your time.
You see, this can't be happening here.
It's real.
What is this? You served our country. You deserve better. You deserve better, sir.
I'm asking you to release my wife, Arelis Lavinia Barahona, from detention, where she has been held since June 10th, or that her case be expedited for review before an immigration judge without further delay. You have the power and the legal authority to do this, and this is the right thing to do.
Repeat that again. I'm
Arelis
asking
Lavinia Barahona,
from detention,
where she has been since June 10th.
Yeah.
The prolonged detention of my wife has placed an extraordinary burden on our family. I am deeply concerned about her physical and emotional well-being, as well as her mental health. She has had panic attacks in the past due to stress, causing shortness of breath and pain in her chest. So I can only imagine what she's going through inside these facilities, where we all know medical attention is poor. It takes over 5 days to be seen by a nurse, and so she finds other solutions for medicine by asking other detainees for ibuprofen. My last call with her, I can tell she tries to be strong for us, but I can feel in my bones she is fearful. She is fearful for her life. Being separated from her for such an extended period has caused significant stress, anxiety, and emotional hardship for both of us, and especially for our children. The house feels empty. Her cooking and her laughter is missing. Our family has been deprived of the love and support and stability that my wife provides. My wife does not deserve to be treated like a criminal. She went to her regular checkup on June 10th, exactly as she was told, and that is when they took her. Throughout this process, we have made every effort to comply with the immigration system. We have attended every appointment, every check-in, and reporting requirements that has been asked of us. We have acted in good faith and have followed the rules at every step. When I met my wife and her son, Idben Jared Barahona, they lived in a small loft apartment. My now 20-year-old son, Idben, an American-born citizen who lives with neurofibromatosis, still depends on his mother for his ongoing medical care. She helps him manage his appointments and always has been there by his side on every major surgical procedure he's been through. The continued detention of my wife serves only to deepen hardship of our family experience. Serves to only deepen the hardship our family is experiencing. As a service member who has dedicated 2 decades of my life to serving this country, it is heartbreaking to watch my family be torn apart despite our efforts to do everything the right way. The emotional toll on our children has been severe, and they struggle daily with the absence of their mother. They can hardly eat and enjoy everyday routine knowing that my wife is not with us. I respectfully ask that ICE consider the humanitarian factor in this case and exercise fairness and compassion. I request that my wife be released as soon as possible so she may return home to her family, or that her case be promptly reviewed by the immigration judge without further delays. I sincerely hope that a fair and compassionate decision can be made that allows our family to be reunited. And thank you everybody for being here, and thank you Congressman for supporting me, and that is why I wear this uniform, for this type of American life that is happening right now.
And we thank you very much. Once again, this cannot be happening in the United States. And we'll give you our word, the Office of Salazar in Florida, to do everything we can, everything that is in our power to bring you some relief. But not only you, there are millions of mixed status families that are suffering the same thing that Staff Sergeant Trujillo is going through. We're going to believe that the Lord is going to do the miracle, but do the miracle not only for you, but for the rest of the country. And I thank you. count on me.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Okay, everyone, good afternoon. My name is Ashley Diaz-Avito. I'm the Executive Director of AFU Action, American Families United. I want to start with a number, 1.4 million. That's how many American citizens are married to an immigrant spouse who cannot gain legal status here. 1.4 million people fell in love, built a life, maybe raised children, and now live with the fear that most Americans will never have to understand. Hold that number in your mind while we think about Wilmer's family. He gave nearly 20 years to this country. Army, Texas National Guard, deployments overseas. He came home, built a family with his wife Aurelis. Aurelis is a mother to an American citizen, child with serious health needs, and a child who needs her beside him. For years, she has shown up, cared for her son, and been known and loved in her community. Instead of the dignity that she deserves, she's been taken from her family and detained. We are asking that DHS use its discretion and release Aurelis so she can go through her immigration process from home. With her family, that is the least this country can do for them. Releasing one mother doesn't fix the system that took her. If we only fight for Aurelis, we leave the door open for the next family and the next. That's why we're also asking Congress to pass the Dignity Act, legislation that has earned more bipartisan support than any immigration bill in decades. Wilmer served this country with everything he had. Aurelis built a family in it and cared for a citizen child who needs her. Neither of them should have to fight this hard or hurt this much just to stay together. So on behalf of AFU Action and the families we represent, I'm asking you, not someday, not eventually, but right now, to support the Dignity Act. Do it because over 100 organizations have told you it's right. Do it because more of your colleagues across party lines agree on this than they have agreed on immigration reform in a decade. Or a generation, I'm sorry. And do it because there should never be a Wilmer waiting for his wife to come home. And 1.4 million families just like them are waiting for you to act like their future matters. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Denitza. Go.
Hi, my name is Denitza James, and I am a U.S. Army combat veteran. I am the president for Repatriate Our Patrons, and I am here today because we don't want one of our brothers or one of our military families, like Aurelis, to be the next casualty of a detention facility neglect. America's strength has always come from its commitment to freedom, the freedom that service members like Sergeant Trujillo here and myself fight for, not from policies rooted in fear. When America asks someone to serve, we make an unwritten promise that their sacrifice and the sacrifice of their family will be honored today, that the promise is being tested, and that promise is being tested. As we witness an alarming increase in the detention of military spouses, parents, and active loved ones of veterans and service members that should not have to defend our nation abroad while fearing their own families will be taken away at home. Across our nation, family members are being detained at their regular scheduled appointments. And those are people whose only desire is to keep their families together, while their loved ones continue to proudly serve their country with honor. No veteran or service member should have to defend our freedoms overseas while fearing their own families will be separated at home. America made a commitment to those who wear the uniform, and that commitment must include protecting the families who stand beside them. Freedom means families stay together. Dignity means every person is treated with humanity and respect, regardless of where they're born. Repatriate Our Patriots calls on our nation's leaders to process and ensure that military families and veterans are treated with the honor, respect, and gratitude their sacrifice have earned. Repatriator Patriots is calling for the release of Arelis Barahona Martinez immediately. And we are calling for the release and review of all of the cases of service members and families who are in detention and at risk of health and neglect. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. This is going to conclude the press conference. We will be available for questions outside. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.